Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I have a guest. Her name is Donisha, my friend. So we're going to be talking about deep conditioners, what you look for in a deep conditioner. I'm going to ask her some questions, she's going to ask me some questions, and she's new to her hair journey, so I'm going to give her the chance to also ask questions, like beginner questions, find out more from me. So stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned.
Okay, so today's video was actually inspired by a question Donisha asked me. I think it was last week or the week before.
I think it was about last week.
Yeah, she messaged me and she was asking if I know about hair masks. So hair masks are deep conditioners. And yeah, I showed her a few that I knew. So that kind of inspired today's video. I was like, I'm going to do a video on deep conditioners, just talk through deep conditioners. But then I thought it would be interesting to get someone else as well. So I got the idea last minute, but she inspired the video. So I just wanted to ask, last week when you messaged me, what kind of stirred you to ask that question? Were you looking into deep conditioners or looking into like natural hair routines? Like what made you want to try it? Yeah.
So I just was looking into like natural hair routines, and I wanted something that would that would hold moisture in my hair. So something that would penetrate it, and also like something that would help with hair growth.
Yeah.
Because I find like a lot of moisturizers just kind of sit on my hair, and I needed a deep conditioner. So that's why I was asking you about the hair mask.
Okay. So is there anything that you came across that said like what sort of ingredients to look for, specific things to look for?
So I was looking at a lot of like people who were doing, I guess, kind of their own hair mask, and some of the ingredients were overlapping. So people had like argan oil or castor oil and like shea butter, stuff like that. So those would be like the main ones I saw.
So that's so basically what you're saying is you're looking for something to target moisture retention. So you want to retain moisture in your hair, but you don't want it to be the sort of moisturizing thing that just kind of sits and builds up on your scalp and your hair.
Exactly.
So you want something nice that's nourishing, kind of revives your hair. What else was I going to ask? Okay, so you were saying they have ingredients that overlap a lot. So you came across more like oil hair masks instead of, Okay, so what I know about hair mask is, especially if you're targeting moisture. So if you'd use like an oil before you use a hair mask, it's good to use one oil. And the one I would recommend is coconut oil.
Okay.
To like, they call it pre-poo. So pre-poo is like pre-shampoo your hair. So it's for times when your hair is really dry. You can just put like coconut oil or let it sit overnight or maybe an hour or 2 hours. However, you see fit before you wash your hair. So what this does is, shampoos can be really drying. Even if it's sulfate free and all of that, shampoos can be really drying. So this kind of gives your hair an extra boost before the shampoo goes in, so that it doesn't strip out like all the oils and natural stuff, the good stuff in your hair. So this is like a good way to kind of shampoo your hair before you go in with a deep conditioner, so your hair isn't as stripped. So I would use like an oil mask like that before I shampoo, because I find if you were to use something like that, it just kind of would leave your hair a bit greasy. As a mask, I think it would just sit, like you said, it would overlap. It would just sit on your hair. So what I know about deep conditioning is it's really good for moisture retention, and it's an absolute necessity if you're trying like to take your hair regime a bit more seriously and stuff. Is something that's so important, because if you retain moisture in your hair, then it doesn't break as much. So you're not like defeating the whole point of trying to grow your hair. So what I would look for first is like the ingredients, depending on what you want. Some people like to use like protein treatments, and those ones are quite good for times when like you're shedding a lot. It kind of just gives your hair that extra strength, but too much of it can break your hair. So it's like everything in moderation. Maybe you do that once a month or once, 2 months, twice a month, depending on how weak your hair is. So like a protein treatment, so something with eggs, coconut oil, things with a lot of protein. There's so many things out there I could list on and on. And you also want a deep conditioner that has a good slip. So you want something that's thick and has a good slip, like excuse me, when I deep condition my hair, I want the conditioner to kind of just glide through my hair. I don't want to be battling with my hair with the brush knowing there's deep conditioner in it. So what I look for first of all is like a good slip. So the ingredients and all that good stuff first, make sure it's like good for your hair.
Yeah.
Then you look into like, okay, how thick is it? Does it have a lot of slip? Because if it slips through your hair a lot, then you know it's really moisturizing. Okay. Then also, it sounds like a stingy thing to say, but I look at the size. So if I'm paying £15, how big is the tub? Because deep conditioners, you get through them so quick. If I'm paying £15 and I'm gonna get like 2 washes out of it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
If I'm paying £15 and it's like four good washes out of it, I can deep condition. The tub is a decent size and that's what I want. So I have a few here to show you today.
Okay.
So these are my go-to ones. They are budget friendly and they're really good.
What we like
I like the budget friendly, the slip. I also like a good smell. It has to be a smell that lasts in my hair that I like. So these are the ones that I've been using recently. These are, so this is not an ad. These are things I purchased myself. I've tried out. I got my sister Teresa to try it out. So it's been tried on different hair types within my circle. So I know how it works for everyone. Okay. And so far it seems to have worked really well.
These are 2 of these hair masks?
This from the same brand. Yeah, they're both hair masks. So it's like a 3-in-1. This one, so you can use it as a normal conditioner. Okay. You can use it as a leave-in conditioner. I don't like it as a leave-in conditioner because it sits on your hair. But as a deep conditioner, it's just perfect. So these are the Garnier ones. Let me just point it to the camera. So it's the ultimate blend one. This is the papaya one with Alma. Oh. Yeah. Amla. It's not Alma. I think there's like Alma something. Amla. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
But I like this one.
Let me smell it.
Yeah. It smells really nice and sweet.
Oh,
it's
like that.
It's fruity. And look at this tub though. Look at the size of this tub. This is a decent one. And I think when they're not on sale, they're like £6.
Really?
Yeah, but when they are on sale, Superdrug or Boots. Okay. When they are on sale, it's like £3.50. Hence why I have 2 tabs, because they were on sale. I was like, I gotta grab this before it goes back on full price. So I have 2. This one is really nice as well. It has more of a fresh smell. There's also like a banana one,
I like that one too.
And a shea butter.
Aloe vera.
Yeah, and the shea butter one. Teresa likes the banana one. I don't exactly like the smell of bananas in my hair, so I didn't go for that one. I like these.
Yeah,
but the good thing
I like this one
more.
Yeah.
The good thing is they're not sealed, you know, so there's not like a plastic seal, so you can quickly open it in the shop, have a smell, and you know, decide if you want to buy it. $3.50 is pretty good. It has, like I said, it has a really amazing slip. I would use it just as a deep conditioner. Yeah. Like a mask. It's really nice.
How long do you leave it on?
Okay. So minimum is an hour for me.
Okay.
So I section my hair into 4 bits. Then I kind of work it through from the end of my hair into my roots. Okay. Then I cover it with a shower cup. So when I do each section, I put in a braid. Then I cover it with a shower cup and I leave it in for an hour. Then I wash it out. Some people do it overnight. I wouldn't recommend doing mask overnight unless it specifically says leave it overnight, because I find it can weaken your hair. Sometimes it can just make your hair weak. Okay. So maybe like an hour, 2 hours, see how you feel. But yeah, an hour minimum, I'd say, if you really want that moisture to work through your hair. And these are like really good ones, nourishing. This one is for damaged hair. My hair isn't damaged, but I find when it says it's for damaged hair, it's just rich.
It's just,
This one is for normal, but it's still really like intense in moisture. Okay. So you want to look at the ingredients, see if it's stuff that you like. Then check the consistency. You want it to be a good slip. That's the most amazing thing about deep conditioner. You want it to glide through your hair. You don't want to battle with it.
No.
So yeah, and if you're stingy like me, then you want to look at the price and the size and see what you're getting for your money, that sort of thing. This is another one. So this one has actually run out, but I have a little bit left. Like a tiny bit left. But I thought, I'm not going to check it yet. I need to show you. So this is a hair mask. Okay. So it's to replenish and strengthen. So it's honey, shea butter, coconut oil. So this has like a bit of everything, protein and
I think I see this one.
Yeah, cream of nature is really good. It smells amazing. It has a very nice slip. And yeah, your hair just feels really nourished after you've used it. I used the whole line. So I've tried the shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, leave-in conditioner. all that sort of thing. The hair mask is really good. So this one I'd recommend as well, and it's sulfate free, no mineral oils, that kind of thing. So it's good. Some people say they don't like sulfate free stuff because when they use the other one it works anyway. So it all depends on how your hair takes it. But if you can opt for one that's sulfate free, that's good.
Then use that one.
Yeah. And yeah, it has just really good moisturizing effect. So for protein, this is the one that I use. So protein ones you can actually make at home. This is the Palmer's Deep Conditioning Protein Pack. So it's for damaged or color treated hair, but I just use it anyway. So I'd use this like once a month or I haven't used the protein treatment in a while.
Yeah.
But I just go through a phase where my hair's like falling out, shedding a lot, excessive shedding. And I always find when I use a protein treatment, if I do it like once every other week, it kind of just really helps with shedding. So this is another hair mask that you can try, especially when your hair has been in braids and it comes out. It's feeling a bit weak, so you just want an extra. Yeah.
So would you recommend using a protein pack and then going over it with a regular deep conditioner, or just use?
I would stick to just that. Okay. If you want just that extra moisture, maybe do like a shampoo conditioner, then the protein treatment.
Okay.
And with protein, I believe they say you shouldn't leave it in your hair for too long because it can actually weaken your hair. For an hour should be just fine.
Okay.
And maybe not every week, but every other week, depending on how weak your hair feels.
Yeah.
But I think after braids, I definitely always do a protein treatment because that's when my hair really sheds a lot and it kind of just needs that extra boost, so that's another thing. These ones I haven't actually tried yet. I bought these to review, so these are other hair masks, but they're so expensive. Look at this sachet.
It should work.
Look at this sachet. It's so tiny and it's like £5.
Really?
I'm like, that's really expensive. But I'd rather try this than buy the whole tub first. Because the whole tub I have too much to lose, and this is just perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so these ones I haven't tried yet, but those three I think the Garnier ones are really good. And the Shea Moisture one, so the one with the shea butter, that's really good as well. So for deep conditioning, that's how long you target it for, an hour tops. Cover it with a shower cup so that you get extra steam and heat, so it penetrates more into your hair
with the shower cup
or even if you want it like an extra, you want to apply some heat, you can stay in the steam of the shower or wear the shower cap and wrap it with a towel that's hot as well, just to trap in some more heat, and it just makes the product penetrate more through your hair, and you just want to get the most out of the product. So that's what I would say about deep conditioning, and that's what my take on deep conditioners I think is an absolute essential, especially if you're like on your natural hair journey. You want to do it once a week. So I only wash my hair usually once a week, unless I need that extra. But if I'm going to wash my hair once a week, it involves deep conditioning. So I was also going to ask you, since you're like sort of new and taking this whole hair journey seriously, is there anything that you're struggling with at the moment, or things that you just want to find out, any topics that you want to go into?
I think my biggest struggle with this is I'd say two things: consistency for sure, being consistent with it, and I guess the deep conditioner would help with this, but making sure that my hair retains the moisture because it dries quickly, and when it dries it breaks.
So have you heard about hair porosity and stuff like that? Do you have your phone here? Is it okay if you quickly grab it, because I want to quickly look up something to show you. I just want to get my facts straight before I say something. I'm like, is that the right thing to say? So if you quickly Google like hair porosity, I wanted to tell you something, but I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. So porosity, I think, is like how much your hair retains moisture, that sort of thing. Does moisture penetrate easy or not, that sort of thing. So it's about your hair's ability to absorb or retain moisture. So I really don't know how porosity works. Let's see what high porosity actually means. So if you have high porosity, you need a bit more for your hair. So I actually had it right. You need a bit more for your hair to absorb and retain moisture. And there's like normal porosity, so like you're good. And there's like low porosity where if you're not careful, you just over moisturize your hair. So it sounds like you're a bit on the high stuff, high end of things. So for me, what I do to retain moisture is the whole deep conditioning thing, but it's also what you do after you've deep conditioned.
Okay.
Have you heard of the lock method?
I have heard of the lock method.
Yeah, so where you like put a leave-in conditioner or water, then you go in with like an oil or cream to seal in the moisture. So I think if you use an oil straight on dry hair, an oil is the sealing agent. So you're sealing in dryness into your hair. So you want to use, like, before you use oil or anything, you want to use like a leave-in conditioner or wet hair, wet hair when you've just come out the shower. What I do is, if I've just deep conditioned and I've just come out the shower, my hair's still wet, so I don't need a leave-in conditioner. I just go with the water in my hair. Then I put a cream. So I use a thick cream, like a leave-in conditioner that's thick. You know when they say like smoothies or custards?
Yeah.
Those are the more thick hair moisturizers. So you want to go for something like that. Then you want to go in with an oil after that. So like coconut oil, just like a normal hair food oil that you can find, but something light that's not too thick. Or you can do it the other way around. You can oil the hair whilst it's wet, because you know you've got moisture there, so you're not sealing in dryness. Then you want to go in with a cream.
Which one would you recommend? Because I see a lot of people debating whether the lock method or the
LCO works better. I think the lock method works better for me, but it all depends on your hair type as well. So maybe take 2 strands and play about and see how it works out. Okay. So you want to do test strips and see. So LCO and there's loco. So loco is what I do in winter. So that's like, summertimes you're okay with the lock method because it's a bit more humid. Your hair isn't as dry and as brittle as in winter. But in winter seasons, I do loco. Loco means crazy in Spanish, I think. So it's like loco, so I do the crazy method. So you do the leave-in conditioner or water. Then I'll do like a light oil. So maybe coconut oil. Okay. So you know like castor oil is really thick. Yes. So it's like this. So you want to do like a light oil. Coconut argan, usually those are light, but things like, what's the other one? Almond oil, castor oil, those are the thick ones. So you want to do leave-in conditioner or water. Then you want to do oil. So like a light oil. Then you want to do a cream. Then you want to do a sealing after you've done the cream. So a bit of a thick cream, maybe not like a leave-in conditioner, but something thicker, not runny. Okay. Then you want to do an extra oil or like an extra sealing. So you can do shea butter, or you can do castor oil, or you can do, what was the other one? Almond oil. So the thick kind of oil. So you kind of have 2 oil steps. Okay. So water, leave-in conditioner, light oil, light to heavy cream, then like a thick oil, just to seal in the extra moisture. So that's the local method. So that's when your hair's really dry. You can try, like I said, you can try all 3 and see which one works best for you. But in winter, I definitely do local because my hair's super dry in winter. Yeah, so those are the steps I can recommend in retaining moisture. They do really help. Okay. And also, obviously, the things that you use in your hair. If you're drying your hair with like a normal towel, that's really drying. Normal towels are like extremely drying, so you don't want to be like... I don't know how to explain that. Which is what I think I do. I think I do. Because that really dries your hair, and it actually breaks your hair because it's just too dry and just the rubbing breaks your hair. So you don't want to, So I use like a microfiber towel or turban or a t-shirt, just a simple t-shirt, just to dry your hair. Just quickly, just kind of hold it in place. Don't go like, because you're just drying it too much. So just simple things like that. How you sleep? Are you sleeping on like cotton with nothing on your hair, or are you using like a satin bonnet, satin scarf, satin pillowcase, things that kind of keep the moisture there? Okay. If you're using cotton and stuff, it's kind of just taking everything it's absorbing everything out of your hair. How do you refresh your hair as well? Like, are you refreshing your hair a few times in the week, or are you just doing the deep conditioning and just leaving it?
I'm just leaving it.
Yeah, it's just
what do you mean refreshing it? Like how do you refresh it?
So you know how we've just talked about the method to retain the moisture in your hair. So maybe that's after you've washed your hair. Yeah. But say I do my hair wash once a week. So I do this local thing once a week when I've washed my hair. But till the next wash day, I still need to maintain moisture some way, somehow. So in the next morning or next day, what I do is I'll quickly like spray my hair with water, spray my hair with maybe a leave-in conditioner. That would do if it's a spray one. Or just spray your hair with a bit of water and go in with a bit of cream or a bit of a light light leave-in conditioner. Yeah, something like that, just kind of to refresh your hair and keep the moisture going.
Okay.
Yeah, so things like that would retain moisture. It sounds like a lot of work, but when you incorporate it into your routine, it becomes easy. So just pick one day in the week where you're like, I'm gonna wash my hair this day, and when I do wash my hair, I will do a deep conditioner or something. It doesn't have to be a long process.
How often do you refresh it though? So would you do it every day, or you do it like?
Yeah, I think I usually would, even if it's not putting product, just spraying water.
Okay.
Every day, and like just kind of just making
through.
Yeah, you can just use like a white tooth comb just to quickly make it a bit bouncy.
Yeah.
Depends on how you're wearing your hair as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How do you stay consistent though?
I just set a day once. Like at the moment, my hair needs to be washed.
Yeah.
When it needs to be washed, there's not much you can do with it. If it's not in braids, there's not much you can do with it. You just gotta wash it. Because right now, if I try and like brush it or anything, I'm not doing myself much of a favor, because it's so dry, it's just gonna break, and that's just goes against everything I've worked so hard for. So I just rather deep condition and like detangle everything in the shower, because it's so much easier, and it's best to detangle your hair when it's wet. And when you have a deep conditioner in it, it's so much easier as well. It doesn't break as much.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I do. I just stick to once a week. Sometimes I don't even remember the day. I just know I did it last Sunday, so I'm going to do it tonight.
Okay. I was just going to ask that. Is there a particular day that you can set to use?
A particular day, or sometimes you might be too busy, so you might get over
one day
or two. Yeah. Or sometimes having, a wash day, a whole day dedicated to washing can be a bit long, so you can break it down a bit. So maybe you have errands to run today, but you really want to deep condition your hair. Put the deep conditioner on, put the cap on, and do a hair, like a hair wrap, like a turban, and just go run your errands, come home, wash your hair. You can break it, you can play about with your routine a lot if you're like really busy and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely dedicate like a day where you do it as well.
Hair care day.
And you also want to pick your thingy, your hair tool as well. Like if you're going to use a scrunchie, never use a rubber band. It just rips out your hair. Or
what about those? They're not rubber bands, but they're like
the black
they're
ones. The black ones.
Yeah,
I know the ones you mean. They are good, but when they have that silver thing, sometimes that rips your hair out. So if it's just a band, that's fine. But if it has that silver thing, it's just gonna rip your hair out, defeating the whole point. So yeah, maybe not that one, but the normal black one is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I think there's this tool that people use. This the Tangle tool. It's not the wide tooth comb. I don't know if
is it the brush?
Yes.
The green brush with the.
Yes.
I have one of those. I actually have a video on it.
I think I saw you use it. So do they work?
Yes. Okay. Yes, they do work. Teresa tried it on her hair though, and she said she was shedding a lot from it.
So it depends.
Yeah, I don't know for sure if it works for everyone, but I think it really works.
Yeah.
Because I've seen other people use it as well. Maybe Teresa's actually quite tender in the scalp. So if you're someone who has such a tender scalp, maybe you don't want to pull it too much. You can just finger detangle. Yeah, and it's actually quite a good way to retain your length and stuff like that, because you're not breaking it as much. But yeah, that brush does work.
Okay.
It does work.
Okay. I think this might be my last question. So like run me through your wash day. So you do the coconut oil.
Yes. So those are times on my hair. Like right now my hair's dry, but it still feels kind of greasy if you touch it. Yeah. So it feels kind of greasy. So now I wouldn't do the coconut oil because my hair's kind of greasy anyway. So I'm just gonna wash it. I'm gonna shampoo, but I want to do a deep conditioner. When I'm doing the deep conditioner, I don't necessarily condition my hair. Depends on how dry my hair is.
Okay.
If my hair is feeling particularly dry, then I'll do shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner. But if it's not feeling as dry, and I don't like getting product build-up, so I'm just going to do shampoo, then I'm going to deep condition for an hour, come out, do my lock method, simple, and just leave it for maybe 2 days. Then I want to go in and refresh my hair and do that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you sure?
I think so.
You're new to the journey. You can ask as much as you want.
My mind, what else I wanted to know. I think because I'm so new, I'm not even sure what questions I need to ask. Most of the biggest issue I've been having is that my hair is high porosity.
Yeah, high porosity.
And so I find that I get products, but it either doesn't work well with me holding in the moisture, or it would just sit on my hair, which I hate.
I think the thing with high porosity hair is you're trying to retain moisture so much that you're using everything and anything that's really thick, and it just sits on your hair.
And I have 4C hair. I have a mixture, so I have a mixture of 4C and 4B.
Yeah.
But mostly 4C. So I find like I don't know.
It just sits on your hair. You really want something that penetrates.
Yes.
Really. Yeah, I think this deep conditioner.
And breakage.
Yeah, it's really.
That's
the thing is, if you're not retaining moisture, your hair is breaking.
Yes.
That's one thing that can cause breakage. So you want to retain moisture. So like the one I've just showed you is really good because it's light. Okay, so like I was saying, the one I've just showed you is really light. So it's not going to sit on your hair as much. It's really going to penetrate through your hair. But you don't want to bombard your hair with too much. That's what I was saying. Maybe try the lock method first. So maybe, you know how it says leave-in conditioner, water. Yeah. Stick with water.
Okay.
You don't want to do leave-in conditioner, then another cream.
Right.
Because then you're putting too much in your hair. So maybe stick with water. And also sometimes as well, if you're getting a lot of product buildup, are you shampooing your hair to the point where it's getting rid of the buildup? Because sometimes we don't get rid of the buildup, if that makes sense.
So there's this... I don't know if you do this or if you've done it, but what do they don't call it shampoo. What do they call it?
Co-wash.
Co-wash.
Yes, co-wash. So co-wash is like...
What do you feel about co-wash?
I don't like co-wash because my scalp, I get dandruff and it gets greasy. So a co-wash is great for dry hair. But if you're someone that has build-up on your scalp or on your hair, personally, I don't think a co-wash quite touches it.
I've heard someone told me that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because I think I just was trying it out because I'm like, oh, okay, you watch certain like videos and stuff and you see people doing the co-wash or talking about the co-wash. So I was like, maybe I'll try to do the co-wash.
I think it's good and it's great for when like maybe you've already done an intense wash, but along the week you just want your hair to bounce back, so you can do a co-wash. But I wouldn't rely on co-wash simply because of how my scalp and my hair works. Products are heavy, they do sit on your hair and your scalp does get congested, so you just want to clean it. So I would recommend using a shampoo if you get product buildup or get dandruff or itchy scalp, that sort of thing. I would always use a shampoo. Some people even say the sulfate-free shampoos don't touch it as much. Some people go for an actual shampoo, but I would say stick to sulfate-free shampoo, especially if you have dry hair. You don't want to strip your hair of all these extra moistures. So that's my take on co-wash. I'd say and maybe use like a shampoo brush.
What is that?
So it's like a round brush. You can get like a manual one, or you can get one that kind of vibrates with like...
You hold it? It's like...
it's like a round brush that you just, because it just works better than your hands, I think. Especially removing product buildup. It helps more because it just extra...
Superdrug has those too? Oh, I have
Boots, or just look online, it's cheaper. I have a video on that as well. On my game-changing hair tools, I have one that I use that you can order from Amazon, and it's really good because it vibrates as well. It promotes like scalp circulation, which kind of helps with hair growth, all that sort of thing. But that's my take on co-wash. I just don't think it's like using a conditioner to wash your hair. You're not really cleaning.
Really washing it.
It's just because it's so moisturizing. You're not really washing your hair.
Okay. I think that's it.
Okay. If you have any more questions, like I always tell everyone, you can slide into my DM. Or call me, or that sort of thing. My boiler is making noise, guys, just ignore it. So all I'm gonna say is that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and if you have any more questions, hit me up on Instagram because I'm quite active on there. Thank you so much, Donisha.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's okay. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.